What's good, y'all? Resurrection gang all the way. I'm here to help y'all understand and resurrect y'all mindsets. I'm dipping y'all into the Lazarus pit so y'all can come up and resurrection. In your head, you already awoken. You're red-pilled. You understand things. That's what I'm here for y'all to understand. Now, in this video right here, the one in the middle, we're gonna watch this one right? And I found this crazy. Watch what it says, man. Look, read what it says though. Exactly why we after other races. Mind you, he's talking about us melanated beings. You feel me? We as men have options now and don't have to deal with this mess here. Now, there's a lot of context into that, but I don't know what the dude specifically was saying it towards to probably her previous video, but we about to jump into it.
Deal with what mess exactly? Because I said that a woman should not put her life on the back burner for a boyfriend. She should not cater.
Keep what she just said. Not to put your life on a back burner for a boyfriend. Some women's lives is thanks to their boyfriends. Like, the men in their life bring so much value to them that they appreciate him, and that man, whatever he's doing, she's doing. She's just following the lead. That's not being a back burner. That's just following the leader.
To a man she's not guaranteed to be with. See,
she's not guaranteed to be with. Y'all already know I'm about to go in.
Comments like this are proving my point. Y'all want mothers, not girlfriends, and you know you're not gonna get it from us. So you.
We want mothers, not girlfriends. No, we want wives that can be our mothers to our children. When we look at melanated women like her, we want wives that can be the mothers to our children.
You go date other races to deal with your weak ass and your bullshit and think you're flexing on us.
Dealing with other races makes us weak. Because y'all, most women in the melanated community have energy like her. But, what? Look at that. No hate on her. Because I'm gonna break that down too. Of why she's probably acting like that. There's no hate. I'm just saying, the energy you coming off with is like he was totally just disrespecting our generation or our culture as a whole and where we came from, because he's probably just mad in his feelings. But look how she's acting to respond to that.
Baby, you could never pull a bitch like me anyway, so you don't have no choice but to go to the other side.
Now she's worrying about getting a woman like her. Mind you, this woman is a very successful woman. You could just look at her page. If it hovers over it, I don't think it's going to hover over it. But we're going to go into her page later, and you're going to see how she's very successful. So it'll probably be hard for any man to really pull this type of chick, but still, stand on course.
And baby, y'all are not the only ones with options. I could walk outside right now and snag me a Tom, Dick, or a Hank, best believe, and he would cater to every need.
She's referring to all the dudes in her DMs that wants to get in, give her that ding away. But mind you, when it comes to throwing women in the Lazarus pit to resurrect them to be the woman that you want them to be, remember this. She has to go into that pit willingly. You cannot force her into the pit. You cannot throw her into the pit. She has to willingly want to go in there and be the woman that you want her to be. She has to willingly do that. You don't force women into it. You just don't. But she doesn't want to, clearly. We're gonna get into it still.
Y'all think y'all flexing by saying shit like this. Oh, we date other races. Baby, best believe when we see you with that, we know exactly what it means. You could not handle a queen. And when people see my man with...
You cannot handle a queen. Throughout, let me just make this clear. Throughout Egyptian culture, European culture, Asian cultures, no disrespect to you guys, Asians, I'm just speaking in terms. A king always made a queen. A queen just never just appeared. Never. A king always made a queen. There was always first a king before a queen. Period. There was always a king before a queen. And she's saying we couldn't even handle a queen. Granted, most dudes aren't even kings themselves just yet. But just look how she's reeling it in.
Me, they know exactly what it means, baby. I stand for strength, power. He's an alpha. When you see a man with a black woman, know he has big dick energy. All right? He can handle this mouth and this ass. You're weak. You're a buster.
Now, I'm going to break this down with her. I think the reason why she's going off like this, period, if you know us, a lot of us come from single mother households in our culture. A lot of us do. A lot of us don't have real men, raising us to be actual strong males. And that's why channels like this, like mine, even exist. But it affects women too. Because some women have to step it up in the plate. And she probably saw her mother having to step up to that plate to provide for the household. And probably, even if she had brothers, they probably wasn't even masculine enough to deal with it because they were probably in their emotions too because they being raised by their mother. But she had to be that rock for her own self and go get it, which I do respect it. Don't get me wrong, I do respect it because I know where you come from. I know where you come from. So you basically had to get this masculine energy regardless because nobody was going to give it to you. And that's what your mama was telling you because she couldn't get it from your daddy. And your daddy probably still with her or probably left her for another woman. Who knows? Don't know the situation. But a lot of our families have been broken up. And so a lot of our women tend to have to be more masculine because our cultural, and she could have probably experienced this with other men that are melanated. They probably don't know how to be masculine. And so she's just like, okay, I'm gonna have to get it myself. But of course we're very desirable men. We're very handsome men, genuinely. So we can technically go get any other chick, even if we broke. And that's what messes us up anyway, because we're not supposed to be chasing girls when we're supposed to be getting ourselves together. And we might go sleep with another girl, and she probably got mad at that and was like, how dare you think you can go sleep with me and I make more money than you? And that's really, how dare you even think about going after another woman when you already got one woman at that you probably, I'm not saying you lucky to get her, I'm just saying like, you know how hard it is. And to top it off, you want to go get another one just because you can. You don't even have the money. See, in origin times, when it came to getting a lot of women, we had to make sure we took care of all those women. Yeah. And since none of y'all have Drake money, why y'all even exercising your options like that? Now, granted, if you're making more than enough to take care of you, one girl, and your children with that woman, granted, yeah, you can have fun here and there, but you still gotta focus on the grind. Grind comes first before anything. But there's a lot of dudes in our culture that put woman first before the grind, and therefore that's when we can just dig out some guts. You know what I'm saying? Like stephiscold, send girls to the gulag You know what I'm saying? Shout out Thai Kwando, you feel me? We could just do all that because we got game like that as youngest, because we prioritized that when we should have been prioritizing the bread. But that, I'm just explaining where she coming from. You know what I'm saying? She coming from a broken up household, and to where she had to get it on her own. Now, peep how she said that we probably couldn't handle it, or the mouth, or can deal with the mouth. Why would a man that makes the kind of money that she make want to deal with that? And trust me, she make bread. No hating on her hustle. She make money. We can check out her profile right here. She got a YouTube, Spotify. I don't know what's going on with that. Apple Music, I'm pretty sure. Probably SoundCloud. She look like a model and everything. And she look like she gets it her own self. You know what I'm saying? She don't have to rely on no dude. Just look at the way she's walking, her stance. So like, I am that woman. You know what I'm saying? She got it. And I'm not putting it down on her or anything like that, because I know where she came from. And it's crazy. It's literally crazy. It's literally crazy. Because a man that has the money that she has doesn't want to deal with a mouth like that. Don't want to deal with that. We work too hard, and we had to be disagreeable with men. We had to argue with men in some cases, or we had to go bicker back and forth. Well, just to get our freaking point across just with men. And you know how that is. And now we have to go back to home to a woman that wants to act like she all that. She deserves this, all that. We don't want to deal with that. We want to come home. Hey baby, how was your day? You good? Rubbing our muscles, you know what I'm saying? While, you know, giving us our food, rubbing our muscles, making sure we good and everything. That's what we want to come home to. Not to somebody that probably has business issues too, and now she's yelling and complaining about her business issues. We don't want to hear that, because we just came through our own business issues. So no, we like feminine women. But like I said, where she comes from is not where a feminine woman really reside in. Her mother probably wasn't that feminine, because she had to get into her masculine to provide for her. So she doesn't know how to be feminine. And that's why we leave. This is exactly why we go to other races. Because the other races have mothers that actually raise their daughters to be feminine. Where in our culture, and this is some women in other races, not all. Some of them were raised to be go-getters too. But mostly in our community, my community, they act like this. They act like go-getters. And go-getters really aren't feminine. Go-getting women aren't really feminine. It really doesn't make us look like we're very superior in the race or anything like that. It doesn't make us look big and all that. And she was just like, the dude has to be an alpha. And I'm just like, bro, alphas are gonna sleep with you anyway. But quote this, she said she had a whole bunch of dudes that want to provide for her. I bet you she doesn't even want them to provide for her, because she thinks that shows weakness. And then on top of that, with her, the way she talking to people, who would want to marry that? Who would want a combative woman that talks like that? And she said, deal with that mouth. We don't have to deal with nothing. Definitely a very successful man. I'm not saying that I am. Not yet anyway. But a very successful man, why would he want to deal with that? Why would Drake want to deal with that? He got so many women that want him to be all ladylike to him. Why would he want to deal with your mouth? Why would he want to deal with that? Nah. But on top of that, men having options and women having options is totally different, bro. It's totally different. Shocking, right? A woman having options is different than a man having options. A woman having options is just dudes wanting to dig you out until you gush. You gush out all them juices, you know what I'm saying? It's a watery fountain down there. That's all we trying to do. Because us dudes, we know the game. Yeah, you think all those dudes want you? No, they just want to bust a quick one. Probably, they just really just want to bust a quick one. And then after they bust a quick one, you probably getting kicked out of the crib. Or even so, after he busts a quick one, he probably go about his life and chill and don't want to deal with you. Period. He's just living his life. But you over here making things complicated for yourself because you don't want to go make him a sandwich once the next morning after you made him gush thousands of gallons out of his scrotum. You know what I'm saying? After he had freaking gushed gallons, the next morning you don't even want to make him a sandwich. You thinking that he should go make you a sandwich. With this type of energy, you thinking that he should go make you a sandwich because you gave him some. No. A man that has the stuff together, definitely a woman that's like this, she wants a man that has at least more than her and that can take care of himself and children and a woman. Pretty sure she wants a man like that. And trust me, he gonna get in them guts and he gonna do his thing. He gonna make sure it is watery. He gonna make sure he is Hulk. He's on hawk mode, ready to go deep inside. He ready to go deep inside. While you over here looking petty. Crazy, right? We think differently. Period. That's the reason why we don't want to mess with it here. Is because y'all need to go back to feminine school because most of y'all don't know how to act feminine no more. And I already explained this that y'all came from rough times, and I understand that. You had to get the hustle down. But now when you're dealing with a man, you're on his program. He's not on yours. Talk about, you guys can't even pull a woman like you. Most women won't even want to deal with that, man. I'm an average dude already. You can't roast me. I'm average. I'm gonna tell you straight up. But I wouldn't even want to deal with that. Honestly, I would just hit and leave. Even though I know she would never let me hit and leave. I know she wouldn't. But if she did give me the chance, I would definitely hit and leave. I'm not. Nah, I'd rather focus on getting my paper. But then that'll be a waste of her time. Yeah. So you guys got to make sure what you prioritize for yourself. Really. Would you prioritize women that act like this? And this is 80% of women. This is 80% of them. It's crazy out here, man. Would you rather prioritize getting a woman like this? Giving your ding-a-ling to a woman like this? Or getting some money to live however you want to live, man? You can have a balcony. You can go see the sun rising on your balcony. You know what I'm saying? You can have a nice car. You feel me? You just chill. You can go places wherever you want to go. It's better to be by yourself as a man than to deal with a woman like this that brings no peace. The reason why we work, ladies, is to create our peace. That's why we work. We don't now work to have y'all. We work to get peace. And when you come through and interrupt that peace, we ready to let you loose. Go back to them streets. We ready to put you back out there if you interrupt that peace. And that's why I'm saying a man's not willing to deal with that doggone mouth. And yes, we have options. If we can get you, you already know we can get another woman. Period. You having a lot of dinglings don't really matter to us. You could have dingling access once you have your first period. Not for dudes, when they first once they dingling goes hawk mode. Once that dingling goes hawk mode, we don't get sexual access that fast. We do not get the access quickly. We do not. Definitely not, bro. So please, for the safety of your own self, make sure you start learning how to be more feminine and cooperative. Because attacking dudes like this is just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, man. And women act, and just like that woman said in the comment section, I'm so tired of this argument. You wanted to you want to date other races, that's cool, but leave black women out of it. Yeah, just leave black women out of it, because you know they're everybody does it. Every woman, every race has a masculine woman in it. Every one of them does. But the reason why he said that is because most of them are in the black community. And I already broke it down why they're like that in the first place. They're like that because most men didn't know how to be masculine, because their fathers weren't even in their lives, because most women didn't know how to be feminine to keep a masculine man around. So the masculine men went to other races. It's a sad truth. And that's why we need to get back to the root of things. Because she might have met her dream dude, but she probably wasn't that doggone feminine, because she doesn't look like she gives that feminine vibe. Because trust me, the more feminine you are, the more likely you are to have children. It's just that women like to switch up sometimes because of their emotions. We already know that, but this is a clear-cut example of where we at right now. We have to deal with their mouth. Dude, this is coming from an average guy, bro. No, I wouldn't even do that. No, definitely when I'm you're not even stepping foot in my house if I'm high value, but I'm average and I gotta deal with that. Or this is the type of woman that I'm gonna be attracting when I become more valuable. No, I don't want to deal with it. Best believe I'll handle for her to even say that, to handle that booty, bro. Any dude can handle that booty, bro. That's not hard to handle. Any dude can handle it. It's that mouth that we will not tolerate. Period. But the simpletons, that's a different story. And I bet you most of the men that are in your DMs that want to give you the world are simpletons. So you choose them how you want them. But woman, advice to y'all: if you want a relationship and children later on in the future, practice being feminine. You can get your goal-getting life anything. You can get your bread everything you want. But if you want to have a man, you need to know how to be feminine and be on his program. That's how you're going to keep him around. Period. If you're not on his program, he's like, why am I even dealing with you? Why should I even invest money into you and our children if you're going to be like this? And you're going to show this example to my children and think this is the best? Because this is not the best example. This is not. Telling a man that he can't handle you, it's just ridiculous. We all know that we all have to grind. And if we're not at that financial level yet, then oh well. But still, it's sad to see that our women are like this right now. But I understand, because I know where I know where it comes from. I know exactly where it's come from. I come from it. I don't come from a single parent household, but I do come from a father that wasn't that masculine, because his father didn't want to deal with his masculine mother. So he left. Yes, my father resents him from that, and now he's on his mother's side with that always, because he had to go through the struggle and everything. And he couldn't really pass down no masculine traits. So I had to learn my masculine traits. I had to learn them on my own. So I understand where she's coming from. She probably has to learn her feminine traits on her own. She has to watch videos, read books. That's something in our community that we just have to learn. And to any other race, if you're masculine and you're a female, or you're feminine and you're a male, learn your traits, man. It'll keep your relationship stronger. Trust me. Because this right here, this is sad. Saddens my heart every time I see stuff like this. But this is exactly why I'm throwing y'all into the Lazarus pit, to resurrect y'all minds into a higher consciousness. I love y'all. Don't forget to like, share the video. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Don't forget to follow me in the socials. I'm gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Kingdom grind. We don't want no dime.